Oftentimes, we don't get to choose which gods and spirits choose us. Now, we can fight with all our willpower against the gods and spirits that choose us, and we will succeed if that is our only goal, to resist them calling us. But we'll be left in ruins. Our life will be in shambles, and many things will have been taken from us. Gods and spirits call us because they understand a greater picture for the universe, particularly Earth and human beings. Since most of the images of our gods and spirits, most of our understandings of them, have to do with ones closer to Earth than other planets in our universe or other universes. But they call us through the subtlest of hints. Um, Recently, Papa Legba has called me to work with him, and it's been very fruitful. He called me through a dream. He called me through a small string of paranormal events, basically events that are kind of defy logic or belief. And basically, I was like, okay, well, obviously, I need to work with the gatekeeper to the realm of Loa. I had avoided working with him because I thought he wasn't what he is, but he is much greater than I imagined. And so he called me in several ways, and I finally heard the call and realized it, and started getting closer to him. Papa Legba in the Vodou tradition. That's Haitian voodoo. If you don't know, but gods in other traditions also call you, and spirits in other traditions also call you. It's not just Vodou. In Asatru, which is a kind of reconstructionist religion of the ancient Northern European gods, Thor and Odin might call you. I've felt very strong affinities for Odin, and I've been called by him in a more subtler way than by Papa Legba, but I've been called to him. And there's something about our lives as human beings that spirits and gods want to influence us, because we have a unique opportunity with our sentience and with our existence on this plane, in this universe, I should say. We have choice. Demons and angels don't have a lot of choice. Angels, after making their original decision, they are set in their ways. Demons, after making their original decisions, they are set in their ways. At least both are until the universe, not just this universe, but all universes, creation itself, kind of is destroyed and comes back in, and then kind of sent out again, expands again. And I'm not just talking about a Big Bang, but something like a Big Bang for all the different universes, which are almost infinite. But getting back to the point, you might be called in just not by gods or spirits, but just monotheistic religions that are like the basic monotheistic religions of this earth. You might be called by Jesus in Christianity. You might be called by Muhammad in Islam. You might be called by Abraham in Judaism. You might be called by Krishna specifically in Hinduism. But there's many gods in Hinduism, though we kind of look at them as different faces and functions of the one god. And you might be called by a bodhisattva in Buddhism. But you'll get this feeling and drawing towards whatever force you're being called to, and you just want to go, and you want to learn more. You want to try to figure out how to interact with this being, and you desire an understanding of the lessons that surround them, that they admit. You want to be part of that light. And sometimes part of that darkness, because demons also call people. I've never really been called by a demon as much as I've been called by spirits and gods, but mainly the Divine Mother Kalima, but also other spirits and gods that are, part of the same one God in my understanding. But I've been called in a different way than most people will have, because I operate within three spiritual systems: Hinduism, Vodou, and Asatru. And two of these systems people have know very little about. Asatru being it being fairly recent because of the Reconstructionism, and Vodou being the Haitian version of voodoo, which is a combination of ancient African religion, the native traditions of the island of Haiti before they were basically slaughtered and Africans were brought in. They were worked to death by the Spanish. and kind of French Catholicism as well, combined into this one system we call Vodou, and it's a very interesting system. And I love working it. I've been called by the Loa, and I feel like this has been a journey that is closer to Earth than my journey in Asatru or Hinduism, because the Loa are basically very materialistic spirits, not unpowerful, but very materialistic in that they are closest to this plane. But they don't have a physical form. So they're like very powerful humans who have a lot of power and pull in the among the dimensions, but they don't have bodies in the material realm, even if they have their presence here. In Asatru, it's very hard to contact Odin, Thor, and all the other Aesir, and even the Vanir, since the different dimensions are in a process of zipping back up after being zipped down, kind of broken apart. You're mainly going to be able to communicate with Jotun, which are the chaotic enemies of the order gods of the Aesir and of Asgard, and the Vanir are maybe a step below the Asgardians, but they're still gods of cycles and time. But mainly you're going to be able to contact Jotun. But in Hinduism, it's really hard to get close to the gods, because they're, in my opinion, they're above the other two forms that I practice, and Divine Mother Kali Ma is first and foremost in my life, in my belief system. So it's very hard to reach her, but she is vaster in her presence, and I've been called by her, and that's very significant, because since she is so vast among so many different universes and dimensions, to be called by her, and I won't give specifics, but to be called by her, I feel honored. And she's been, since I became essentially Hindu, and I practice other paths, but they're additions to Hinduism. Ever since I became Hindu, it was the Divine Mother Kali Ma that has called me, and she is the ascetic consort of Shiva. She is a warrior and a mother, and that female form of God that's a warrior and throws off what is expected of the female, and what she's expected to do for the male, but she's also the fierce protective mother. So she breaks off the societal chains because they're BS in the first place, and then she protects her children with all her might in their daily battles. And it's not always like physical hand-to-hand combat kind of battles. I mean, your spiritual battles. And the closer you get to Kali Ma, the more you start to understand things about the realms beyond this one. And then the more you start to feel like you're liberated from the petty concerns of this world. But she also helps you with fulfillment in this world. I truly believe I will go to her divine forest, where I can learn and be close to her when I die. Now I'll have to come back here to become enlightened. I don't think I'll be enlightened or reach enlightenment and moksha. To me are the same thing. Liberation, complete understanding of God, and a complete renouncing of the material plane, because I've seen beyond it. That's what I believe will happen to each of us, and I won't reach that in this lifetime. I don't think I won't reach enlightenment slash moksha in this lifetime. But that's kind of how it works: is the complete sight that we are one with God and that we aren't separate, and so the ego is destroyed ultimately. But she brings you closer to that while being forgiving and helping you being fulfilled in this lifetime. For people who aren't going to reach enlightenment in this lifetime or even the next few. But that's all I got to say about the gods and spirits calling you, and mainly, the one God calling you through all these different forms. In my opinion, that's how I look at it. But feel free to comment. Feel free to like this video if you found any of this interesting, and if you didn't, hit the thumbs down and give me a comment and let me know what you think. I'm always open to new ideas, and I'm very happy that you came with me this far. And so thank you very much, and you all have a great day.